Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a paper I'm going to start October 2019, and variant is 13, paper 1 I'm going to do. So let's start, students. So first question is given here that you have to apply binomial expansion, and he said term as far as term y square comes. Basically, what is the formula? You know it very well. 6C0, then two brackets, 6C1, then two brackets, 6C2, two brackets, and no need to go further. In the first bracket, this term comes, so 1. Actually, you can see that, maybe you can experience that after having this one. So 6 and 0, if you subtract, copy on the top, so 6 minus 0 like this, and 0 comes on the top of this. Again, 6 and 1 subtract and copy over 1, and 1 goes on second bracket like this. 6 and 2 subtract, you get this one, and 2 comes here. And second term is y coming each second bracket. So I hope so clear. Y, and y. So you can see that 1 to any power is 1, 1 to any power 1. So why we waste our time? So next time you can write directly even. So you can write what without writing this whole idea. 6C0, y to power 0. 6C1, y to power 1. 6C2, y to power 2. That is why 1 mark only. Okay. So you can save your time by writing this way. So anyway, 6C0 is 1. 1 to any power is 1. Something to power 0 is 1. I got a 1. 6C1, if you type in calculator, you get a 6. 1 to any power give you 1. And y to power 1 is 1. So 6y. What about this? 6C2 is, is 15 and 15 and y squared. So I hope so clear. This is 1 into y squared. So I get a 15y to power 2. I hope so. First part is clear. Now, if you look at here and try to compare between these two things, this one same, exactly same, power 6 same, this plus sign even same, but in the place of y, he replacing the whole thing. So this is where you can guess it from here. So from here, first of all, copy whole as it is, what I got from the top. Afterwards, replace every y with px minus 2x squared. How I know? Check it, this y and this thing. So I got a comparison here. So I hope so you got my point. So that is why I'm writing 1 plus 6y plus 15y to power 2. And what I have done, students, I copied brackets there. And this value will go here and here. Wait a minute. Okay. And same I'm writing here, px minus 2x to power 2. And now I'm simplifying this p multiply inside. I get 6px 12x to power 2. But here I have to expand squaring identity. So write 2 times multiply, or first term square negative 2 into first term, second term plus second term square. So px will come in first two brackets and 2x square come in next two brackets. So look, I'm writing px and 2x to power 2 and 2x to power 2. Because I wrote this formula of minus, so this minus will not go with values. Make sure 1 plus px minus 12x to power 2, and I will not do in a hurry. So p squared x squared, because square of p and square of x. Here, 2 2s are 4, 4 into p, 4p come alone, and x into x squared become x cube. 4x to power 4, and I believe you're understanding gradually. Let's expand, then inshallah we'll see how we can proceed onwards. 15 for a 60, p x to the power 3, again 60 x to the power 4. Now you have to read statement here. He's saying coefficient of x to power square is 48 and value of the p is positive. You should not take negative. It means there are two possibilities, positive and negative. So negative we will take it, we will leave it, and positive will take it. And x square coefficient is 48, so take only x square coefficients. So it means actually we should not expand full, but just sake of your clarity, I have done it as x square coefficient is equals to 48. So I'm writing here negative 12 and plus 15p to power 2. Look, I leave x square, I leave x square. I have taken this values, it's called coefficient, and equal to 48. 12 goes there and I get it 15p to power 2 equal to 60. 60, 15 divide down, I get 4. Take the root of the both side, I get a plus and minus 4. And as he said, not negative as a positive, so I will take p is equals to 2. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I believe the concept is very, very clear. And let's go question number next. Question number next is what a question is given. G of x function is given, and he given us a domain. You know domain, what is domain? Domain is called x values. He is saying that this curve starting from 4 and onwards, bigger than 4. Okay, what he says onward? By first completing square, he's saying he's helping us completing square. Find an expression of G inverse. And you know it very well, whenever two different powers of x involved, you cannot find inverse directly. So we have only one choice, and that is a completing square. So let's start. Job number 1, you will see, is anything mentioned before x square? Nothing. If we have some number here 2 or negative 2 or 3, whatever, I will take common out. But luckily there's no numbers there. Then what to do? Copy first two terms as it is. Copy third term with a gap here. Now what is a half of 6? Always make a half. You got a 3 and take square of this 3. So 1 time 3 square add and 1 time subtract. This is a completing square technique. And these 3 terms will combine. And I get as power 2. But this power 2 under whatever x comes from here. Under power 2, 3 comes here. And this sign whatever, positive and negative, will come inside. So I got x minus 3. And this is a minus 3 square, give you minus 9 and plus 7. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Finally, I got very clear completing square done. So I hope so. Up till here, you're not getting any big issue. Completing square is done. Now, what is onward? He's asking us. He's asking find an inverse of G inverse. So let's start. G inverse technique, you know it, students. What is it? Step number 1, remove function name and write any variable like y. And then you can go to what to make it here. Try to make x subject. So this 2 will go there. Y minus 2 and x minus 3 whole square. Now switch the sides. I mean left become right and right become left. When you switch completely, no sign will change. Make sure rule of algebra. How to remove this power 2, root of both sides? I will get here plus and minus. Make sure. All right. And this 3 will go there, here minus, there plus. I get 3 plus and minus, y minus 2. Interchange, x become y and y becomes x. And this is called f inverse, f of x, g of x, sorry. So here I get G inverse of X equal to 3 plus and minus X minus 2. But there is a one problem here left. And what is that problem is, whenever an inverse exists, function always 1 to 1. Before I start, I will take from this completing square form. If I ask you what is a turning point of this graph, so turning point of this graph is coming under power to whatever put equals to 0. I got 3. So X value is 3 and Y value is this, including the sign. So this is my turning point coordinates. And let me tell you for clarity. So this is a 3. So either we have a right part of curve or left part of curve. If we have a both part, inverse never exists. Inverse never exists because it is not one-to-one function's current situation. But you look at read the statement, please, bigger than 4. It means if I show a straight line here, I believe, inshallah, you will understand this is a straight line. There's a 3, here 4, here 4. And 4 go up, 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 up this point. So from here, graph is going upwards. It means my domain is very clear from here to onwards. So X value is bigger than 4. He given us. And the Y value will start from here and go upwards. Very clear for you. So it means the function is 1 to 1. And for your knowledge, whenever, students, what is the rule? Whenever you find inverse, X become Y and Y becomes X. This is a rule, you know it. So when you talk about this Y, so you think about it in inverse situation, this X will become what? Y. So Y is going bigger than 4. So right side is always plus, left side always minus. So that's the logic behind it. I will put plus sign. Where plus sign? This plus sign. Here plus sign. So I hope so you got my point very clear. So this plus sign and minus sign depends upon what? It depends upon the graph. Hold on. If your graph is not right side, hold on, I give an idea. If a graph is right side, students, so graph is going in positive way. So I will take it here. Positive means plus sign here. But if graph is going left side, students, so graph is going this way. So I will put always minus sign here. There's a very important part. So many students don't know about it anyway. So whenever you're finding inverse, we always plus and minus. It depends upon the graph. So as I'm going right side plus, because he said that X is bigger than 4. So this is the idea. So I hope so you got this point very clear. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And wait a minute. I think so. This is a mistake. I think this minus 2 goes there. Yeah, this become plus 2. This become plus 2. So points it is clear. So alhamdulillah, this one. Okay, anyway, so this part is very clear. Let's talk about last part. And what is last part, students? So he's saying, give me domain of G inverse. Here I want to tell a rule, very important rule. Don't forget it. And he said domain of G inverse. I'm writing 2 statements here. Domain of G inverse. And one extra knowledge for you. Range of G inverse. Although he's asking domain only, but I'm extra knowledge for you. Range of G inverse. For your knowledge, I tell you, when you interchange, X become Y and Y become X. See, X become Y and Y become X. So domain of G inverse will become range of function. Repeat. Range of function will become domain of inverse function. And range of inverse function is actually equal to domain of function. So I think this idea is clear. I just give more clarity because this part is important here. If you understand this question is nothing hard. What is my first task? Range of function. And range of function I showed you here. So range of function I can find it. How come? So he said bigger than 4. You can see student bigger than 4. Okay. And bigger than 4, if you plug in, if you want, actually I want to know that. At 4, at 4, at 4, what is y value? That's very important. And I will plug in this 4 in the function here. So let's start. Add 4. So I'm finding add 4. Add 4, what is the value? So G of 4 is what? G of 4 is, you plug in 4 here. 4 minus 3 is 1. So 1 square. And minus 2. So I'm getting here, this is a 1 minus 2, so got a minus 1. So this is actually range of function. See, I show you. This y value is bigger than minus 1. So this is a range. For your knowledge, the range of function will become domain of inverse function. So first of all, I'm writing range. So range of functions, what? Y is bigger than equals to minus 1. And then I replace y with x. Why, sir? Because domain always stands for x. So alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. This is my answer, and I hope so you got it well. And hold on, this is a, I think this is a bigger sign, not equal sign. Equal is not there. So we should not take even equal sign here. So we should eliminate this equal sign, make sure. And now extra part. This is a domain. Look at here, range of G inverse is equal to what? Domain of function. And what is the domain of function? See, please, students. Domain of function is x is bigger than 4. X is bigger than 4. So I'm writing here x is bigger than 4. And now because range is always y, so I will write here y bigger than 4. So this is called is extra knowledge. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. So questions is over. Let's go for next. So let's go for next question, student. Next question we have here, the curve equation is given here, okay? And the curve has no stationary point. He said no stationary point. And stationary point, all of you know, students, so we always put the differentiation equals to 0. But he said no solution, so it means no answer. First of all, step number 1, I will find differentiation. And that is nothing hard for you to find it. So let's start differentiation. So dy over dx, 3 comes down, power 1 less, 2 comes down, power 1 less, and 8x become 8. Now I'll plug in, first of all, derivative equals to 0. So job number 1, I will plug in derivative equal to 0. So 3x square plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. Now you remember, students, we have a idea. You recall, when any curve remains above the curve, above the x-axis, it has, we can say that it is not cutting x-axis. So this curve has no solutions, no real solutions. So say b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0. I hope so you got the idea. Second option, sometime curve comes and touch and go. So when this option comes, students, we can say that b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. So in option number third option, we have, we can say that 2 and 2 roots are there. So curve will cut at 2 spots. So this is 2 roots are there. Here 2 roots are here, here 1 root is there, and here no root is there. And this first condition we will use because no root means no stationary point. So it means this idea we will use here. So let's start. According to situation, A value is 3, B value is 2, C value is minus 8. So I will, as no roots are there. So b squared minus 4ac less than 0. I'm applying b value is 2, 4 is a, 3 is minus 8. I'm sorry, 1 minute, please. He said that, okay, wait a minute. We are looking for, wait a minute. We are looking for the values. We are looking for not the prove it. This will give us proof. No, we are not looking for prove it because it is given by him. No need to prove it. No need to prove it. Okay. So we have, I thought is a proving part. So I will solve it factorization. Okay. So let's factorize first. And according to situation, so let's apply factorization. 8 3s are 24. 8 3s are 24 and 6 4s are 24. I want to find those x values. Look at here. I want those x values in which it is not, roots are not lying. Root are not there. Okay. So 3x common, x minus 2, 4 common, x minus 2. So we get a x minus 2 common out. I get 3x minus 4 plus 4 equals to 0. I get either this part equal to 0, one option, second part equal to 0, second option. I got x minus 2 equal to 0 and 3x plus 4 equals to 0. Because he was asking us that what are those values. Now I'm going to show you, this is a curve equation, make it. So less than 0, it means we have to say here, we have to say this story here. Now this is, we have to say not equal to 0. Here we have to say less than 0. Why less than 0? Because you know it very well that whenever we have to say that, and I think I did mistake here, I should not put e bigger than here. I mistake here. Then this is a less than 0. Bigger is the lower one. B square minus 4 is c, bigger than 0 here. Here equal to 0 and here less than 0. So less than 0. So it means less than 0. Even I can write it here in here. So I got less than 0, less than 0. I think you got getting the point. And when I talk about less than 0, students, so one answer is coming with us is minus 4 over 3 and 1, 2. And less than 0, students, is inside it. You know it very well. So how to write this one? Two inequalities. You can see here, two ranges are there. Less than 2 and bigger than minus 4 over 3. So see, because I'm going from here, left side is called less than 2. This is called more than 4 over 3. So in this sense, I can say here, if we compare with that, he mentioned I hope so clear. So this is given by him. So if we compare these two values, so I can say clearly that a value is, just a minute. I think, here mistake is coming. There's a plus 2, so plus 6. Yeah, correct. It's plus 6. And here I got a minus 4. Then I get here plus, and then I get here minus, and here plus. So plus 2, and here I got negative 4. So it means here I got negative. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, there's a positive, and this becomes negative. So it means negative 2 coming here and positive. So it means this will flip the values then. So I hope so you got a point very clear. So 4 over 3 is a positive, and I hope so point is clear. So negative 2 comes here and 4 over 3 comes here. In this sense, A is equal to minus 2 and B is equals to 4 over 3. Okay, so I hope so you got a point very clear. And here was turning point, because many students confuse here. If he's saying no stationary point, I will say less than 0. Let's say if you say one stationary point, then I will say equals to 0. If you say two stationary points, then I will take bigger than 0. And he can ask you the range of x values. Because, student, what is the rule? This gradually curve can move up and down due to the change of x values. But I hope so you got a point very clear, and the question is completely over. Question number 4. So let's see how we can do question number 4 we have here. He's saying angle, express angle CAO. The middle letter is A, this one. So this angle is my concern, but how to get it? Interesting part is what here, because whenever we angle, we need So we look, is arc length given? No. Is area given? No. So nothing given here if you can find it here. Nothing given. So except one thing is given, which is given two radius given here. So what is this one? Radius, 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 and radius. So this AC is also radius. So using this triangle, I think so now you can approach easily. Okay, the students here, I am drawing now here 90-degree here. C letter, this is a B, this is a A, and this theta, this is a radius, and this two radius. Now in front of angle, this is called hypotenuse. This is opposite, is adjacent. So you know, adjacent by hypotenuse is called cos theta. So I'm finding here cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. And theta is equal to cos inverse of 1/2. And this is a angle CAO. And if you check in radian, because make sure in radians. So answer is coming with us. If you type in calculator, pi by 3 is coming here. Because 60-degree, okay, radians pi by 3. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin is clear. Let's go for next plan. Area of the shaded region, we have to get it in terms of r, pi, and √3. So let's see how we can get it. First of all, make a plan for shaded area. So shaded area is clear planning triangle area minus sector area. All right, sector is this, triangle is this one. But thing is that for the triangle area, we have r, we have a 2r, we have a theta. So we have two techniques. If 90-degree given, but in that situation, we must know base into height. The base, this is called height. But problem, I don't have this length. Then what? Other formula, half into AB sine theta. For this condition, we must know two sides and the middle angle. So let's start. Half into one side, into second side, into sine of angle middle down. Half r square theta. Half, this is 2 to cancel out. This 2 and this 2 cancel out. And I got r square sine theta minus half r square theta. And now we are close. So what is sine theta? Theta is, if you look at carefully, but he said in terms of r, pi, and theta. So we have to look again here how we can get this answer. So this triangle, I drag it down and let's see how we can get it from here. In this option, I erase this angle I got before. How much? Pi by 6, I think, pi by 3. And I can plan for it now. So I think this pi by 3. So r square sine pi by 3. And half r square. Again, this is a pi by 3. And hold on. Yeah, correct. Sine pi by 3 is what? Sine pi by 3 is, we check it in radian mode. Pi by 3 is called 60, and this √3 by 2. Okay. And this is a half r square pi by 3. And finally, I got what? If I take r square common or you leave it here, I think if it's r square common is better. Or I √3 by 2 r square and 1/6 pi r square. So you leave it here in this form, full marks, or if you take a some LCM is also correct, not mistake at all, because he said give answer in this format. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe the point is clear. Question number 5. He's saying show that surface area, but before read it, he said x, 2x, and 4x given length, width, and height. Surface area is given by him is S, he represented by S. and volume is represented by V, and we have to show this connection. It means best technique first we go for surface area, and surface area we have two techniques, one formula and one manual. You can do it. Formula for the closed cuboid is 2 times 2 length width, width height, height length. This is a formula. All right. Let's say you don't know this formula, then we can produce even how. What is a this is the top, this is a length, and this width, and this is a height. What is this area? You say, sir, length time to width into 2. Why into 2? Top and bottom. So into 2. So length, width, I wrote. Then what is this? Width into height. This is called, sorry, I wrote length here. Length and width and height. What is this? I can say this area, this one, this pole. Width into height, width into height. And front area and the back area. So again into 2. And the last one is this one. So this is called length into height into 2, because front and back. So there are 2 shapes are there. This is a way of, okay. Now volume, what is the volume formula, students? So volume is length time to width time to height. So I'm going to plug in the values, get ready. Length is 4x. Width is 2x. Again, width is 2x. Height is single x. Again, height is single x. And length is 4x. If you solve it, this one 2 outside, here I got 8x to power 2, 2x to power 2, 4x to power 2. 8 to 10 plus 14. 14 2s are 28. I check. 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 4, 14, 14 2s are 28, x to power 3. So area is finally done. And now I'm going for volume. Volume formula is what? A coordinate situation, length, width into height. Length is 4x, width is 2x, and height is x. So volume become 4 2s are 8, and x into x become 8x cube. And hold on, sorry, this is a mistake. Square is a square. All right. Now, how to connect them? How to connect them and show this connection? Look at here. Is V is there? Yes. Is S is there? Yes. But what is missing? X is not there. So you can make an X subject and replace. I have 2 options available. Look at here. S is available left side. It means better to bring X from here and replace this. So I think so better bring 8 down, and I get from here what, students? X cube, 8x cube equals to V, and V cube is equal to V over X to V over 8. And then I take a cube root, it becoming this form, or 1 by 3, I can say, even no problem at all. This value of X, I'm going to put it here. I'm writing here, put X value. So S equal to 28, and I'm writing here power 2 on the top, but X value is a whole is coming inside V over 8, and its power is 1 over 3. Power to power, they multiply. But wait a minute, I can write V over 8 to power 2 by 3. But I have to solve it. How to solve it? Get ready. Can I say this 2 by 3 go on V separate? Exactly, it goes on V separate. Can I say 8 separate? Exactly, 8 separate. Now, if you type this 8, what is 8? 2 to power 3 is called 8. And on the top, 2 by 3. 3, 3 cancel. I got 2 to power 2 is become 4. So it means this is a 4 actually. And 4 sevens are 28. And Mabruk, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, proved. So this is done. Look, 7V to power 2 by 3. I hope so. This is okay. And marks for this is 3. 3 mark question. Anyway. Next question is given when the volume of the cuboid is 1000 centimeter cube. So volume is 1000 centimeter cube is given us. So volume is given how much, student? 1000 centimeter cube. Surface area is increased by this. The surface area is increased by, what is the units? If you're confused what to do, what units? Centimeter square per second. Per second means time. We can say d area over dt. So it means dA by dt, dA by dt is given by him 2 centimeter square per second. Right. And find the rate of increase of the volume at this instant. So d volume by d time is our question. Rate of increase of volume. Okay. How we can find, students? So write chain rule formula by chain rule. All right. And what is the target? Always write before. And target is d volume by dt equals to 2 fractions. We write this come in first numerator and this goes in second denominator. So dv by dt. Now, what is the third variable used in the question? That is the area. I use d area and d area. I'm close to my answer, and this is okay. Sorry, this is given by him. Okay, good. This is given by him. I can use directly. But question come in mind. Do we given volume by area? No. So we have a connection given here. Area. This S stand for surface area and V stand for volume. So we will use that connection here. S is equals to 7 V to power 2 by 3. And this will help us. So if I differentiate actually ds or dA, so no problem. If you confuse, you can write this A or S as well. Not a big task. So if you confuse, so I erase this A and I write here S. ds by dt, ds. I think now clear. Same thing. So ds by dv. You ask why, sir? Because left hand side variable comes up, right side variable comes down. There's a rule. So 7 as it is, 2 by 3 comes down, and from power 1 less, I get -1 over 3. Okay. Afterwards, 14 over 3 v to power 1 by 3 I brought in denominator. And volume at when the volume is 1000. So replace 1000 here. When I replace 1000 in the place of P, and 1 over 3 becomes 10. And if I type in calculator, so 14 divided by 3 and divided by 10. And my answer is coming in fraction form, 7 over 15. 7 over 15. All right. So there's 7 over 15. I'm writing here, but this is a ds over dv, this dv over s. So flip 15 up, 7 down. And ds by dt is 2. So I'm getting here 30 by 7 and volume by time. So centimeter cube by second. By second, I think. Okay. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I believe the point is very, very clear, and we have done it. Let's go for next question. Question number next is 6 number. He given us a line. You can see, students, a line and a curve is given by him. And set of values of k, the line and curve meet at 2 distinct points. Now situation is this. We have 3 options in this kind of questions. One, line is not intersecting, second is touching only, and third is cutting. So first option, b squared minus 4ac less than 0. Second option, b squared minus 4ac equal to 0. Third option, b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0. He said 2 distinct points, so third option will take it. But job number one, whenever we apply, so question comes from where I get ABC. We don't have now. So job number one, step by step. First of all, get rid of Y. How to get rid of Y? Replace it here, replace this is here, or put Y equals to each other. Job number one. Done. Bring all left hand side. When this comes here, negative kx already minus 3x become negative 4x, 4kx. This comes here, 2 already present and 2k coming as well, 2k plus 2. If you look at here, this is x squared, this is x is a constant. So I think very clear approach. I can say A is 1, B is becoming negative 4k, C is becoming 2k plus 2. I say that as two distinct roots. This is not compulsory to write for examiner, but I'm just writing for your sake of understanding. I hope so you got the idea. Now applying B value is minus 4k, A value is 1, C value is 2k plus 2. Afterwards, I'm going for solution. So 16k to power 2 and minus 4 multiplies inside. I get minus 8k and minus 8. Divide whole equation by 8, make question easier. If it's not a compulsory, this step is not compulsory. Anyway, let me recheck. Yes, okay. Now factorization or quadratic formula. Factorization, okay. 2 ones are 2, 2k plus 1k and minus 1 bigger than 0. So k minus 2 and plus 1 common, and wait a minute, here plus 1, it's not 2. And here k minus 1. What's going on? Okay, k minus 1 and 2k plus 1. Whenever we have inequality and we needed looking for answers, we always draw this kind of thing and put this equal to 0, I get k equal to 1. Put this equal to 0, I got k is equals to minus half. Always smaller value left hand side and bigger value right hand side. And I'll read it is a bigger. Bigger means always, student, you know, outside. Reason, when I go bigger means along the curve, I move this way and this way. So naturally, x values go outside. Okay. So how to write this answer, how to pronounce? K value is less than negative half. And how to pronounce this? K value is bigger than 1. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe you got a point very, very clear. And for the two particular values of k, it means for each, it means he talk about these two values. Okay, then what? The line is tangent to curve. Okay, all right. Show these two values of tangent meet. Show that these two tangents meet on x-axis. Very interesting. First of all, we now looking for equation of tangents. When we have it, then we'll solve them simultaneously and we'll prove it that they will intersect on x-axis. On an x-axis, y always 0. So when I will solve them simultaneously, they will get y 0 and that is proof done. But first of all, what is the plan of action? He said find two particular values. For each of two particular values of k, the line is tangent to curve. You know, students, look at it. Look. This step is same for that even, for tangent even. This step is same. For tangent, here got a 0, equal to 0, not less than. It means this whole working same. It means this whole only equals 0 here. It means the whole working is same and we get a same value, but only equal comes. So it means one time I take k value 1 and one time I take value negative half. And we get two tangents. So let's see how we find two tangents. And he said the line become tangent. Read the statement, please. The line is tangent to. So this current line, which is given here, it means this line is here, will drag slightly up. Sorry, this line will drag slightly down and will become like this. So I hope so you got my point. So this line will drag below and become tangent. So he's saying that, okay, so it means I will use this equation of line. So 3k minus 2k, 3kx. Let me check again. 3kx minus 2k, 3kx minus 2k. Okay. I will place 1 in this both values. I get 3x and I get 2. And when I replace this minus half in both k values, students, so I will get what? Negative 3 by 2x and negative plus 1. Now, according to situation, if you look at carefully, it means there is a curve and there are two tangents. Okay, one tangent here. I make a rough idea only to take it to get idea what I'm saying. And look at here, both tangents are intersecting. So first of all, it means I will solve them simultaneously. Okay, so let's start. As tangents intersect, so put y equals to each other. So 3x minus 2 equal to minus 3 by 2x plus 1. So 3 multiply got a 6, 4, negative 3x plus 2. Multiply whole equation into 2. I get 9x equal to 6. So x becomes what? 6 by 9 or 2 by 3. This x value either plug in here or here. Okay, I plug it in here. So y is equal to 3 times 2 by 3 and minus 2. And Mabruk, y becomes 0. Proved. Hence proved that they intersect at x-axis. I hope so. The point is very, very clear. It means I'm showing you just sake of understanding. This is x-axis, right, students? This is x-axis. Y-axis somewhere here. I don't know about it, but this is x-axis. Now let's go for next question. Next question is what? Next question is the trigonometry. He's saying show that this whole equation can be expressed in this form. For this reason, I have to take x is equal to cos square theta. If I square both sides, students, left hand side square and right hand side square, it will look like this. Here x square and power to power, they multiply, I get cos 4 theta. So it means this equation, which we have of 4 theta, I will replace x squared there. So hence this equation, I'm getting 3x to power 2, 4x and plus, and wait a minute. No. Here, because cos I can replace, but here sine square. So, so I can replace this sine square by 1 minus cos square, I think clear. So this equation, I hope so you understood. Now students, so 3 cos 4 theta plus 4 cos square theta minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, 4 cos 4 theta minus 4 cos square, and this is giving us plus 1. These two values plus 1. Now we replace. If we replace this value replaced by x square and this replaced by single x over. So proved. I believe this part is okay. Part number next, he's saying solve this equation. So for your knowledge, as you know, this equation converted to this form. If I ask you this solution, so if you find this solution, that is also for this solution, so no problem because shape change only. So what I'm going to do, students, I will use this equation. I will find x values, and those x values I will plug in here and get theta values. That's it. So let's start. I'm starting from here. I'm not going on the next page. So how to factorize, students? So first of all, here I can go for 3 ones of, I think factorization is possible. 3 ones of 3. Okay. 3x common, I got x minus 3 and minus 1 common, x minus, sorry, this is a 3 gone. Again, I do this mistake. Anyway, no problem. All right, please be attentive, not to do like, don't behave like me. Anyway, we got today, I've done a lot of mistakes. Anyway, due to the attention problem only. A lot of things are going on beside of me. Anyway, go this equal to 0. I got 1. This equal to 0. So I got 2 answers. I got 2 answers, and now I'm going to plug in both answers one by one in the top equation, which is here. X is equal to cos square theta. X is equals to cos square theta equal to x. Cos square theta is equal to x. So let me recheck. Yeah, this one comes here. And this 1/3 comes here. Afterwards, students, you know, when I take a root of the both side, I'll get what? Plus and minus 1. Here I get what? Plus and minus 1 over root 3. Okay, I have two options here. Cos theta is equals to 1 and cos theta is equals to minus 1. Here also cos theta is equals to 1 over root 3 and cos theta is equal to minus 1 over root 3. I hope so. The point is clear. Okay, but see that what solution he's asking this below, sorry. This is, you can clear, this is 180 degree. It means we can go only in first two quadrants. So students, you know that whenever we go for this one, cos is positive where? This cross is very important for you to know it. I may cross it here. For your knowledge, cos 0 is 1. Cos 180 is minus 1. Cos 360 is again 1. It means if I take cos inverse of 1, it will give me cos inverse of 1. Those values which give us 1 is two answers, 0 and 360. And cos is a negative 1 or 180 degree. So when I take cos inverse, it give me 180 degree. I hope so you got idea. So you can see even these positive values is negative. And for your extra knowledge, cos 90 is 0 and cos 270 is also 0. It means if he asks you cos theta is equal to 0, student, if, so you can answer is 2, 90 and 270 comes here. I hope so. The concept is very clear. So this is the extra knowledge for you. Now, what about the right hand side? So it means these answers are finally done from here. And let's see. Look at it, students. We check it. Do we have equal sign? Yes. It means 0 and a 180 are part of solution. So it means 0. So 360 is out of range. I will say out. But this in range, this in range. And now I'm going for the next two answers come from here. So for this reason, I make a cross and I make a cross. Cos positive in first and fourth quadrant and cos negative in second and third quadrant. So I'm doing it here below. When you take cos inverse, and you know it very well, students. So alpha is principal angle I'm finding for both together. So cos is if we find in calculator, but make sure it must be in degree mode. So cos inverse 1 divided by root 3. It is giving us 54.7 degree. So this is a principal angle 54.7 degree. 54.7 here, 54.7 here, 54.7 here, and 54, sorry, 54.7. Wait a minute. And 54.7 here. So what is the first answer, students, for this diagram? So this is my first answer. This is out of range. I write out. Here, this is my answer, but this is out of range. So 180 minus that. So I'm getting two answers from here, students. First is this answer, so I'm writing directly 54.7 degree. And this is 180 minus that. And what is A180 minus that? I do directly. And answer is coming 125.3. So alhamdulillah, final answers, I'm writing 0, then 54.7, then 125.3, and last answer is 180. And I believe you got a point very, very clear. And let's go for next question. Question number 8 we have. What are question number 8? For function f define x is bigger than half such that its derivative is equal to this. Find set of values for function is decreasing. For your knowledge, look at here, students, if curve is like that, just take up knowledge. And if I draw a tangent at this point, and I draw tangent at this point, so this is positive gradient, so, and this is negative gradient. So this is called increasing, this is called decreasing. Actually, positive gradient. So it means our major concern is a gradient thing. And he said in this question, he's not asking us, he given us. Look at it. That function is decreasing. So as function is decreasing, what to do? Derivative or f dash, same thing, should be less than 0. I mean negative. I hope so you got a point very clear. So let's see how we can find the range, how we can solve it. So first of all, bring the whole thing here. 3, 2x minus 1 to power half minus 6. All right. And then what is technique here? For a while, you can take this as an equal sign even because this is disturbing anyway. This is goes there, 6, or I do with the equal sign. So 6, 3 goes there, 2. So squaring both sides. Even I do with inequality, no effect will come. So no problem at all. If you're not convenient with this, you can do inequality even, no issue. And 2x less than this 4 goes there, 5. Wait a minute. Correct. And x value become what? 5 over 2. But look at here, one extra thing is given. X is bigger than half. So it means I am saying that I am going from 5 by 2 and less. 5 by 2 and less. But question come till how long it will continue. So, but he said same time, no, x value should be bigger than half. It means there is a boundary. So we have to stop at this one. So we have to say that as given X is bigger than half. So answer is turns to be X is less than pi by 2, but bigger than half. So I hope so. The point is where some students in a hurry, they give this answer only, they don't focus on the question, what a question is. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I hope so point is clear. Is asking f of x. For your knowledge, whenever we have function given and when we differentiate, we get f dash of x. Differentiate. And whenever I need back function to, so I will only one choice I have, that is integration. So I will integrate. But what integrate? Equation of curve which is given by him is here. So let's start. This is here same. So I will pick this equation from here. Okay. So you know this is the question given by him. And actually this first is given f dash of x given like this. Okay, students. And you know whatever, if I integrate f dash, I get directly a function. So I'm writing here integration. But left hand side, I'm writing directly function. And right hand side, I show work. And what is way of working? Increase the power by 1. And yes, 3 by 2. Divide by same, but times 2 base differentiation. What is differentiation of 2x is 2. What is 1 becomes 0. So 2 minus 0 is 2. So these two come from base differentiation. And 6 becomes 6x and plus c always. These two cancel, these three cancel. So I get f of x is equals to what, students? So 2x minus 1 to power 3 by 2 minus 6x plus c. Now we have to look here this value. F of 1 equals to minus 3. F of 1 equals to minus. Let's try to understand what this means. This means x is equals to 1 and the whole thing is called this one. So whole thing is called y or is called f of, okay? So it means y or f of 1 says, so no problem at all. I can write directly. So it means first of all, I replace every x by 1. Every x by 1. So when I replace 1 here, students, 2 minus 1 is 2 minus 1, 1 to power is 1. And when I plug in here, I get a 6. Let's see. And now this value I replace by minus 3. And this minus 5 goes there, plus 3. I got c values 2. And this value I will plug in where? I will plug in back in this expression. So I hope so you got the point very clear. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so the question is okay. Question number 9. The first, second, third term of geometric progression I mentioned. Before I start, I always give example of this kind of thing. For example, 3 into 2, I got 6. Into 2, I got 12. Into enough. Whenever 3 terms in geometric progression, so you can see that third term divided by second term, what I get, like this. And second term divided by first term, I get this. This cancel, I got 2. This cancel, I got 2. It means they are equal. So can I say third term divided by second term is equal to second term by first term? So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I'm writing here T3 by T2 equal to T2 by T1. So T3 is this. So let's try to write, try to solve it. T2 is this. Again, 5k minus 6 over 3k. And now I'm going to cross multiply. This multiplies there. I get 18k to power 2 and minus 12k. This multiplies there. So 25k to power 2 and 30k minus 30k and plus 36. So I think better to bring this whole there. Out of 25, subtract 18. Sorry, 18, I get it. 7. This minus 60 and this goes there. So minus 60 plus 12 becomes negative 48. And this is alone 36, nothing, no number is there. Okay. And now, right. So this is approved. For next part, we will see next what is asking. Next part is saying show all necessary working exact values of common ratio corresponding to the each of possible values of k. It means there are two possible values of k about to come, and then we will go for it. So we can apply factorization or quadratic formula. Negative b plus and minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay. So when I apply this quadratic formula, I'm getting two answers. I check, it's coming 6 by 7, and second answer is coming 6. And we got two answers. He said that. First, showing all necessary exact value of common ratio. How to get common ratio, students? So simple technique. Second term, keep it up. By first term, keep it down. So I'm finding both common ratios. So what is the common ratio, students? Second term. What is second term? 5k minus 6. And what is the first term? 3k. So I'm finding so I replace value of r there. And let's see if I replace value of r. Okay. So I'm typing 5 times 2, 6 by 7 minus 6 over 3 times 2, 6 over 7. So just replace his values k here. Okay, second option, if I replace this 6 here, 6 here. So when I replace this one, so let me check what is r coming from this option. When I replace 6 by 7, 6 by 7, I get minus 2 by 3. And the second option, when I replace, I get 4 over 3. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I think got idea. It again showing all necessary exact value of the common ratio corresponding to each value. So Alhamdulillah, this part is clear. Second question, third part, sorry. One of these ratios gives a progression which is convergent and it's a find sum of infinity. Interesting. What is convergent? We have idea here. I want to deliver to you concept of convergent and divergent. Whenever this is 0, this is 1, this is a -1, let's say the 2, and this is -2. Make sure the gap between, if the R values stay in the range of 0, 1 and -1, less than 1, bigger than -1. So this sequence always convergent here. And afterwards divergent here. And this way also divergent. Now you can ask the reason why so, sir. Look, I give you a basic idea, then you inshallah I believe you understand. So it means those sequences in which R value is less than 1 and bigger than 1 is convergent, otherwise divergent. For example, what is this value? This is coming in this range, whereas this value is 1 point something. 4 by 3, you type in calculator, 1 point something, 1.33, which is coming somewhere here. So this is a divergent, this is convergent. But I tell you one thing, convergent. If you take square of 0.2. Okay, students, if you take this 0.2 is actually here, you take square of it, you get 0.04. But if it takes 2 square, you got a 4. It means what I'm going to show you, if you take 0.2 to the power 3, so 0.08. So as this value is less than 1, R value is less than 1 and bigger than -1, stay in this boundary limit. Highest power of this R, you go close to your values is shifting towards origin. That is why you see this value as higher power, like if you take a higher power 10, so this become what? 0.00000000. So many zeros will come, it means the values are approaching to 0. But whereas if you have this number coming here somewhere value or here, so after taking the highest power, you get a bigger values. So we can say, students, if R value is less than 1 and bigger than -1, so your convergent sequence, otherwise divergent sequence. So that is why we can decide this is convergent and this is divergent. So I hope so you got the idea very clear. Now I'm using this one and finding sum of infinity, but we are looking for A value. A is 3K. 3K. A is 3K. A is 3K. And common ratio, I got it just now, is -2/3. And hold on, this K value, I got 6/7. So when I keep 6/7 here, so A value is becoming 18/7. And what is sum infinity formula, students? A over 1 minus R. You replace A is 18/7 and R is -2/3. And Alhamdulillah, if you type in calculator, it is coming with us exact value 54/35. So no issue at all. We can give exactly that. So this condition is very important. Please don't forget it. Convergent means R value is less than 1 and bigger than -1. All right. Question number 10. This is a vector question. And because it is a part of the old syllabus, so I'm not solving this question. So let's go for question number next, because it is a no more in our syllabus. June 2020, this topic from AS shifted to A2. So that is why let's skip it. Question number 11. And when talk about question number 11, students, first part, show that AB, the normal AB has equation this. So what is AB? It means you can see this is a curve, students, curve. And for your knowledge, I show you the scale technique, you can understand. When I draw a line here, this is coming tangent. I believe you got my point. This is a tangent. And this is a 90-degree. So this is a tangent, T for tangent, and the black line is normal, because always tangent and normal are 90 degrees to each other. And I believe this part is very clear. So he said, prove it. So what is technique of proving? So first of all, I will differentiate equation of curve. And what is way of differentiating? This is a very basic for you. Power multiplies there down, and from power 1 less times 2 base differentiation. So 1 minus 0. And what is differentiation of 2 becomes 0. So finally, I get -2 over x minus 1 to power 3. So differentiation is over. And what point we are looking for at this point? I mean, 2, 3. So at A, at x is equal to 2. So I'm going to replace, so gradient of tangent becomes replace every x by 2. And I'm getting gradient of tangent is 1 to power 1. So -2 is a tangent gradient. And what is a normal gradient, student? Negative reciprocal. Actually, it has nothing. It has 1 under it. So 1 goes up, 2 comes down, and sign will change. So 1 over 2 is a gradient of the normal. And now I can go for solution for it. An equation here I'm writing finding finally y minus y1 equals to m of normal time to x minus x1. Points are 2, 3. So 3 come in the place of y1, here 2, and here half. So this 2 multiply up, you got 2y minus 6 and x minus 2. And what form we needed to make y alone? So it means, first of all, 2y equals to x plus 4, now divided by 2. So I got a half x plus 2. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Yeah, same is the target. Next part we have here, he is asking us what? Find out show the volume of revolution obtained by revolving about x-axis. So this is interesting. We have, because shaded area is divided into 2 categories. Okay, I show you how. Problem is this is part is separate and this part is separate. This I say red area part. I make it this kind of shading. This is A1 and this is A2. So A1, what is this x value, students? So this x value is 2. So it means 2. So it means 1 to 2, if you integrate this line, look, is the area underline or under normal equation. 1 to 2 integration, I will get red area. How to get blue area? If I integrate this curve equation with the 2 to 3, I get it. But I have to find volume. So you know the volume technique. Let's start. So I do together. Volume formula is pi outside x1, x2, y squared dx. Again, pi outside x1, x2, y squared dx. So x1 is 1, upper limit is 2. Okay, hold on, check it. 1 to 2. And this equation, so half x plus 2 I'm taking here. And power 2 on the top. Here 2 to 3, and this time I take square of this equation. And this is a little harder, but no problem, shall make it. We'll try our best. X minus 1 whole power and power 2. This is a little tough challenge. I check again. X minus 1 whole power negative 2, x minus 1. Okay. Yeah, plus 2, correct. Now, students, get ready for this is a somehow easy, but other task is slightly tough. Here I can do directly, but there is a tough. So anyway, let's start. So, students, what is integration criteria here? What is a technique of whenever this is called linear base? Linear base means power of x is 1, but here power x is not 1. So when power is 1, we can do direct integration half x plus 2, increase the power by 1, divide by same, and into the base derivative. This is 0, this is half. I hope so. This is okay. There's a 3 by 2. When 1 over 3 by 2, student, it flips, become 2 by 3. So I'm writing 2 by 3. And where I'm writing 2 by 3, students? Here. And now I'm plugging this 2 here. When I plug in 2 here, cancel, I get 3 to power 3 minus. When I plug in 1 here, half plus 2. So 5 by 2 to power 3. So I believe this part is over. And let me finalize it. So students, when I type in this in calculator, please, I'm typing 3 to power 3 and minus 5 divided by 2 to power is 3. In fraction form is coming us with 91 over 8. So if you multiply into 2 and divide by 3, is coming 91 by 12. So this is first part is done. I hope so. This part is clear. All right, so first part is done, and now I'm going for next part. And next part is onwards, you could go it here now. Plus y, but how to do this one now? So first of all, what I will do, 2 to 3, I will bring in denominator. I get x, or do one student, do one thing. If I directly expand, first I apply square technique, okay? So what is rule, students? First, you know our square identity, a plus b whole square, square of a plus 2 into ab and plus b square. Same rule I'm applying. This is behaving as a. So the square of the first term is already minus 2 and top and square, plus 2 into first term into second and plus second term square. I believe you got a point. Power to power multiply, I get x minus 1 to power negative 4. And here 4 and x minus 1 to power negative 2. And here 4 dx. And I believe up till here understanding what is going on. And here we have to integrate separate now. Increase the power by 1. I get negative 3 by negative 3. Increase the power by 1. I get negative 1 by negative 1. And 4 become 4x. 2 to 3 limits. I hope so. Up till here, clear, students? And now, wait a minute. This is finally done. Okay. So simplify, students, first of all, don't take a risk directly putting the values. A lot of chance of mistake. 4 over x minus 1 and plus 4x and 2 to 3 limit. Okay, now students, I'm going to plug in the values. So when I plug in 3, so check one by one. So I'm typing. Wait a minute, students. First, when I plug in 3 there, 3 in the place of this one, what I get it here, negative 1 over 3 already there. 3 minus 1 giving 2. 2 to power 3 is 8. When I plug in 3 here, I get a student 2 and I get a 2. When I plug in 3 here, students, and yeah, I get a 12. Upper limit done. Now lower limit. When I plug in 2 here, students, I get a 1, so minus 1 over 3. When I plug in 2 here, I get a 1, so minus 4 as it is, and 8. So I think okay now. Lot of attention required here. And negative 1 over 24 and plus 10. And negative 1 over 3 and plus 4. Now let's try to evaluate what come in calculate. Negative 1 over 24 plus 10 and plus 1 over 3 and minus 4. I'm getting here in the bracket or here 151 over 24. And if I check it here, 151 over 24 plus 91 divided by 12. And I'm getting here 111 by 8 pi. Or in decimal, decimal I can write even, no problem at all. But so I hope so. You got a point how I got it, this answer. So no need to write it. I think this is enough. So I got unit cube. This is a volume. I got a whole. Tough task was here because many students confuse here what to do here. So that is why I applied squaring identity. If you don't like this, students, so we do have another choice. And what is that choice? So you write this 2 times and multiply like this. I can show you that 1 over x minus 1 whole square plus 2. So write it 2 times and multiply. So multiply, 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 and multiply. This is another choice. But anyway, no problem at all. And paper is completely over. I hope so. You understood well. And especially last question was important and tough. And I hope so, inshallah, you will, in case of problem, redo again. And best of luck for exam and pray for me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa